Hi everybody, I'm Vicky and welcome to my channel. So today I'm gonna talk about one of my favorite TV series ever. Yes, I'm talking about Black Mirror. One thing I really like about it is how each episode doesn't rely on the previous one, so you can watch in any order you want, and that's so good. It's like a short movie, but it's actually called a TV series. You're always gonna find different characters and different stories. Black Mirror is a TV series that I consider creative, mind-blowing. It's a proper dystopian idea about technology, and it's brilliant in every single way. I don't want to wait any longer, so let's see my favorite Black Mirror episodes ever. Hi, I'm Vicky and welcome to my channel. One episode I absolutely love is called Metalhead, and it's available on season 4. It's the 5th episode of that season and it's just mind-blowing. I'm telling you this because after you watch you're gonna be like, what just happened? One thing that I find really interesting is the fact it was inspired by a real robot. The episode shows a woman going to a warehouse where she's trying to find something, which I'm not gonna tell you, and then suddenly, a robot comes after her, like non-stop, like a security robot. So she has to run away, and then the robot follows her everywhere she goes. In a forest? Yes, like anywhere, it doesn't stop. It's also one of those episodes that you end up Googling or you go on YouTube to find what the hell actually happened. One very interesting fact about this episode is initially they thought, no, we can have a robot but being controlled by some human being in their own house, but they changed the idea and decided to go for something slightly more simple. So pretty much just having a robot doing his thing. So there's definitely something about artificial intelligence in this episode, and it's quite interesting. It's kind of man versus the machine. It's so interesting because there's this comment by Stephen Hawking which can definitely be related to this episode. The development of full artificial intelligence could spell the end of the human race. He was obviously referring to AI. He said humans who are limited by slow biological evolution couldn't compete and would be superseded. So, yeah, if he's saying, I do believe it because he's Stephen Hawking. One episode which I really love, it's called Rachel, Jack, and Ashley 2, and it's amazing. It has Miley Cyrus in it, and no, it's not because it's kind of Hannah Montana because she's a famous pop star, but because the whole story is interesting. Once again, it's talking about artificial intelligence because they scan her brain and then they get her ideas to transform in a doll, a robot doll that can communicate with her hands as if it's the actual singer. And the thing I really like about it, it's because it's one of the most happy Black Mirror episodes I have ever seen. Usually you watch Black Mirror and then you're sad and you want to cry and you just want to be alone. But with this episode, you're gonna be fine, you're gonna be happy. It has technology, music, Miley Cyrus. What else could you ask for, to be honest? One of the things I really like about this episode is that it really shows how an artist can be exploited to make money no matter how bad they feel. And I think it's important to look at the dark side of the music industry because we consume music every day. But don't worry, it's also very fun to watch and you're gonna like it. Another episode I'm obsessed with is called Sanjana Parra. Sanjana Parra is actually a computer simulation for people that are about to die. It's a sort of therapy. It's where they go and they get nostalgic about their memories and they want to remember before they die. One very interesting thing about this episode is the songs, they do give clues about what's gonna happen next and what the episode is about. So I'm not gonna give you the title of the song that plays in the beginning and the end because if I do, then you're gonna know what happens and what the episode is about, and I'm gonna give you spoilers and you don't want that. But I have to say, they do have Girlfriend in a Coma by the Smiths, a song which I really like. If you don't know me, I'm a huge The Smiths fan. The episode has as their main people LGBTQ characters, so it's worth watching. And another thing I really like, it shows how someone who was so repressed by her sexuality then could never feel fully comfortable with someone that she's actually attracted to, even in a simulation. Go and watch it. There's a lot of LGBTQ drama, there is technology, there is discussions about whether life is forever or not. What if our brains could work forever? Then would we be that? If you like Tinder and rom-coms, then Hang the DJ is the episode for you. It has the song Hang the DJ by the Smiths in the soundtrack, and I absolutely love this song. It does give a clue about the episode as well. The main couple in this episode is super compatible, but they have a certain period of time before their relationship expires, and suddenly they start questioning the algorithms, like what's going on, why can they be together? And a lot of drama happens as well, like every single rom-com. I wonder if in the future there's gonna be a way of knowing how long a relationship's gonna last. Are machines even clever enough to know how people feel about each other? Frankie and Amy, the main characters, are meant to date others to find how truly compatible they are. I'm not gonna explain why, because then, spoilers, by the end she's just feeling numb and she's sick of relationships. They don't make her feel excited anymore. So just go ahead. If you love rom-coms and if you love technology and if you love Tinder, like I said in the beginning of the video, then this one is for you, girl. Nosedive is the first episode of the third series of Black Mirror and my favorite Black Mirror episode ever. The creator of the series said it's a satire on acceptance and the image of ourselves we like to portray and project to others. So there's definitely some criticism of social media in this episode, obviously. The main character, Lacey, thinks her worth is related to what people think of her. She associates her value with the points that people give to her. So it's pretty much how some people feel on social media nowadays. And it's a terrible, terrible thing. Please don't ever think that your worth is related to how many likes you get. It's very interesting because the expression in this episode is like, everyone is always happy because no one likes some sad, boring person, as we often can be in our daily lives. But the worst part is having to fake it all the time. In this episode, the main character has to fake she's happy, she's excited 24/7, even for people who didn't treat her well. In the end, she finds out what really matters. There are very interesting discussions and dialogues in this episode. I really like the scene that she's on a truck and she's on the way to a wedding, so pay attention to the scene because it's just so good and it's worth watching. The main character really doesn't know who she is or what she's doing. Everything she does is for the sake of pleasing other people. So she definitely learns a lesson in the end, and I really, really love the end, and I'm pretty sure you're all gonna like it too. Go ahead and watch it. This is an amazing TV series. Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching it. I had so much fun doing this video. I had to rewatch parts of every single episode just to make sure I knew exactly what I was talking about because I saw Black Mirror a while ago. Shout out to my former housemate. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't watch Black Mirror, and I see you next time.